In my practice, I work primarily in family law, and I do everything from simple to complex divorce work. I also work in custody, in adoption cases, and then also in child abuse neglect cases. A child abuse neglect case, in Kentucky, we refer to them as dependency, neglect, and abuse cases, or DNA cases. The way these cases start is when someone, when they observe a situation where they're concerned about a child's welfare, either that the child is being abused or neglected, or that for some reason or another the parents can't take care of the needs of the child. And so a report is made to the Cabinet for Health and Family Services, and then an investigation starts. And that's when a social worker, an investigative social worker, would go to the family and start investigating to see whether or not the child is in need of services. So as an attorney, what I like to do is get involved as soon as possible, as soon as the parent is notified, so that I can assist the family to make sure that if we can stay out of court, we stay out of court. Or if court is going to be necessary, that they have appropriate legal representation throughout the process. The right to be able to parent your children is a constitutional right. And when the state gets involved, it's important to have legal representation from a qualified professional who understands the system, understands the law, so that the parent can get the right services necessary to make sure that the child is safe. Also, sometimes there's confusion. Sometimes a parent is maybe accused or targeted as a neglectful parent when actually they're not. Is it a situation where there just needs to be some services put into place and that the family can remain intact? Or is this a situation where the child does need to be removed and an appropriate family member is identified to be a resource for the child? In a family law case, it's important for the attorneys involved to make sure that they keep in mind the best interest of the child, because in the scheme of things, whether you represent mom or dad, that is the main focus. Parents may disagree about what's in the best interest, but they always want what is in the best interest. And so an attorney representing a parent needs to focus in on that issue as well. And generally when I approach a case, that's what I do. I look at what's best for the child, work with my client in obtaining that goal, and generally that ends up giving us the best result. We're one of the strongest domestic relations groups in Kentucky and one of the most sophisticated. We practice in all the elements of family law and deemed to be top of our field. When we work a case, we do work them as individuals, but also with a group effort. In other words, we have other attorneys here to where we can have a team approach to working on a case and providing a good legal representation for our client.